I don't even know what happened. I don't know why it stopped so sudden. I'm not sure if it's my internet connection or I don't think I have anything set it to stream for a specific period of time on the longevity of the video that it's been recorded. I don't think I have that. Yeah, that's strange. I think it happened before. So, yes, feel free to bring your own discussion, your own topic, your own subject, your own thing that you like to talk about. Yeah. If I could ask what the streamers you guys watch, why you watch them, what do you find interesting, if you guys are streaming, what content would you guys like to stream, and why? Also, so many things I could talk about. Yeah, hopefully the stream is not going to disconnect again. Yeah. I still try to get familiar with the whole system, the whole streaming thing. One of the things I really find interesting to watch is scientific debates. I've always been fascinated with science, and always is really interesting to hear from scientists. So watching scientific debates on different topics, on neuroscience, on any subjects they can think of, evolution, creationism, flat earthers, anything they can think about. It's really interesting to hear straight from the scientists. Oh yes, I know what you guys believe in, why you believe in that thing, what made you, what determined you to believe in that. I think this is called, when you analyze one's beliefs, I think it's called epistemology. I remember one guy watching, I remember watching on YouTube, this guy that goes out in the street and asks people about their beliefs. It's a really interesting thing to understand why people came to those conclusions and started to believe in that thing, and they got to the point where it governs their life, change their whole lifestyle based on if it's a religion or if it's not a religion, it's atheism or spiritualism, whatever it might be. It's interesting to analyze it. Yeah. So, to talk about that, another interesting thing to watch is you could hear podcasts, basically. I mean, podcasts that can be interesting. People debating in general. You can watch some streamers, they do have different conversations with you can see 4 or 5 guys, also a number of streamers, and they discuss on different things that can be quite fascinating. Depends on the topic, depends on the people that you have on, definitely. Yes, so that's much it. Actually, I think I'm going to stream for another 20 minutes probably. It's still not very clear. I was trying to make so many adjustments to make it as clear as possible, but like I said, living here in London, apparently you cannot have fiber optic everywhere you want. Imagine that. I know there's third world countries in very poor conditions that they have fiber. Apparently, here in one of the greatest capitals in the world, you cannot have fiber optic. I mean, not in all London. I just mean like different boroughs. So areas. There are some areas that have fiber, but not this one that I live in. Yes. So yeah, I was trying to make different adjustments so you guys can see me clear and have better quality stream. But this is the best I can make it for now. Hopefully, it doesn't cut off again. I need to look into that to see if what's that all about? Why is it cutting off? It might be one of those things where it's recording that video to a specific size, and then it cuts off and it stops the stream. I don't know. Just an idea. Could be that. Could be something else. Hope it's not the intro because it doesn't disconnect that often. Crime. So, if you have a specific thing that you like to talk about, passion, hobbies, I don't know, feel free to tap in and let me know. I was trying earlier to do something and I still trying to get familiar with how the whole streaming works. I need to learn quite a few things, and being a boomer is not easy. It's like the worst combination. So let's see if I was to type in chat and see if any of the commands. I haven't even put any commands, but I'm just curious to see if they appear. If obviously it's not going to work, but I'm just gonna type in something and see what it shows. No, didn't work, even if I'm logged in. That's strange. Nope. Okay, so feel free to um, ask me anything, or if you have any subjects would you like to talk about, please feel free to type in let me know. I don't know if you guys can see, but I also installed a few nanolights you guys are familiar with. If you've seen the other streamers, I got my own, so let's see if I can not point it this way. Yeah, just here. Those are my nanolights. I know they're not very active, but I've set it on that specific color, so it shows like that permanently. Yeah. So let me know about what guys were you into, subjects you like to talk about, hobbies that you have, yeah, where would you like to talk about what games you play, why you like them. It's like one of the greatest questions ever. It's not all format, it's basically one word, which is almost, I mean, it's impossible in most cases to answer it. Is why. This word of 3 letters, it's one of the most difficult, because we can understand so many things about science, about the way how things happen, but in some cases, in many cases, we don't understand why they happen that way. So that's really interesting if any of you are into science, maybe. Bit noisy, isn't it? I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but this place where I live at the moment, these tenants are really noisy and very annoying. It's bad, I can't do many things because it's during daytime. So because during daytime you're allowed to demolish your own, you can, in quotes, move the furniture around the whole day. No one can say anything, not even the landlord. That's how low and deprived renting conditions can be in London, England, maybe most places, I don't know. Care to disagree? Have any questions? Ask them in chat. It's like one of the best things to have your own house. How cool is that? You can do whatever you want. You can arrange everything the way that you want it. It is amazing. It's one of the best things, have your own house. You don't get hear that many lowlifes around you. Yeah. And yeah, so many other things that could be good, but this is the current situation, trying to adapt to it, but it's not always easy. Let me know if you guys started watching any new TV series maybe, or start playing any new games, or I don't know, any problem that you guys have would like to discuss. Maybe where you live people are just as noisy, low lives like this. Be interesting to talk about. And people don't consider other people's privacy. and yeah, they're just being noisy and not considerate and not respectful. That's pretty low. There are some people who live in their own world, isn't it? People don't care about their surroundings at all. They just do whatever they want, whatever they feel like. People like that exist, unfortunately. And we live on the same planet. Yeah. It would be interesting if we could make like an island. We can put those people in one island and leave them there. That'd be cool. And people are respectful, considerate of other people, and reasonable, conscious, and sensible. Can live on their own island. I don't know. But then what happens if you like a guy or girl from the other island, and then you have to join one of them? And yeah, I don't know, just talking about nonsense. Any nonsense that pops into my mind because there's no one here to talk with, so I have to bring up any subject that pops into my mind. Pretty much. Could you guys do that? Do you have a skill? I'm sure most can do it much better than me, but I'll try my best. It's comparing yourself to others. That's something that I struggle with for some time, and it can really ruin your life. It's comparing yourself to others. It's something that you shouldn't do. Everyone is different. Everyone can cope with things differently, has different stress levels, and it's very different. And too bad that common sense, it's not a flower that grows in everyone's garden, isn't it? It's terrible. Not a lot of people have common sense. So if there's anything that you guys would like to talk about, feel free. It's open any discussions. There's so many things to talk about. Here's something interesting. If you guys have like hopefully not at the end of your life or anything like that, but if you have like a bucket list, things like a list of things they want to try before kicking the bucket, I'm not just talking nonsense. Yeah, so if you have a list of things they want to try, that'd be interesting to talk about. And I'm going to list a few maybe that are most common. Probably things like depends on your age, I think. Things that you tried or you haven't tried. I don't know, maybe some of the things that are most common could be like skydiving, bungee jumping, visiting different countries, learning languages maybe, meeting idols, celebrities probably, I don't know, building something, driving a specific car, could be so many, and we could also make those into our discussion. And yeah, pretty much. If I was to state a few things I would like to try, also find it really interesting. I don't know if you guys seen that picture. Let's see if I can point at it. Is it that way? Wait. Yeah, just up here. No, more here. Lower, lower. It should be like somewhere here. Yeah, it's basically visiting North Pole. I know it sounds crazy. Why would you go there? It's cold. It's nothing to see, nothing to visit. But it's very little pollution there. Then at night the sky is really clear. I think you're closer to the space in one of the like top or bottom of the globe. I don't know if that makes much sense, but out of the hemispheres. Just going to North Pole at night, you can see like sky full of stars. It's really nice. It'll be interesting. I never really liked hot weather. I used to live in one of the European very hot countries, and I got tired of that. Got enough of really hot weather. Yeah, but just going to North Pole, that'll be one of the things I would like to try. Seeing the Northern Lights. Aurora Borealis, also called. It'll be cool to watch. Strange things that I like. So yeah, maybe going back to things that you like to you have on a list, on a bucket list that you like to do. Yeah, let me know about that in chat, where it's full of people. I can barely see the speed of, I can barely read what you guys are saying, because so many of you. Yeah, so because I can't see the speed of the chat, I have to bring my own subjects and topics to discuss. I had for a while, I don't know if you guys can see, this chair. It's a different chair. I used to have a gaming chair. I still have it. It's starting to get a bit used and not very comfortable. A lot of people get deceived into thinking that if you're a streamer you must have a gaming chair. A lot of people after using them came to the conclusion that they're not very comfortable and they don't last, which is very true, as I noticed in my case. They get deteriorated after not even 3 months. I don't know, they are expensive actually, because most of them they're over £100. So you're paying for poor quality, short lifespan. I don't know if that's correct the way I said it, but they don't last long. And it's just deception that you as a streamer must have, or if you're a gamer, you don't have to be a streamer. If you're at a desk for a long period of time and if you're into gaming, you must have gaming chair. I don't know why people, it's like a cool thing because it looks good, but that's pretty much like in some other cases, that's all that is, just looks, but it doesn't last. It starts getting minor scratches and it peels off, and doesn't last long. And I also noticed with mine that when you set it to a specific height in time, it slowly goes slower, so it falls down. And there is someone that sent me a text message, and I shall reply to them because you guys are talking about so many things. I haven't chosen one yet, so I have some time. So yes, let me know in chat here. Topics of discussion. It'll be interesting to know from you guys what if you guys see anything that could improve maybe on this chat, this stream, or any subjects of your own if you like to discuss, hobbies that you have, things that affect your life, decisions that you need to take. But if you want to talk about your work, about tradition, about different countries, things that is happening there, or I don't know, cars, computers, games, streaming, Twitch, TV series, astronomy, any intellectual subjects, academic subjects. If you like to talk about, feel free, type in chat and let me know. So let me know, bring your own discussion, and let's see what you guys can come up with. We can talk about what platform we like to stream on, why, how is it different from others from your perspective. If you like to game on different platforms or game saying questions. Yes, and then there's a very long list of things that we could talk about if you guys were here, but you're not, so it's too bad. It's really difficult now at the beginning because I'm trying to make something out of nothing. Chat, you have the freedom to change the state of this stream and talk about whoever you want to talk about, whoever you care about, whatever you think it's important, whatever you think that matters. Bring it up. So I think we're going to leave it here for today. What's going on? yeah, I think we're going to leave it here for today. And I think we'll see you guys next time. And have an amazing time. Be kind to one another. Bye.